So here's a blast from the past, ladies. Do you remember being a little kid and you get sick when you'd be able to stay home from school? And I think, what did most of us do? We all love to lay on the sofa and watch The Price is Right. Back in the day when we could watch Bob Barker tell people to come on down and play the games and spin the wheel and see if they could win the grand showcase showdown. Well, I was thinking about that show the other day and The Price is Right as we were working on the book, Whatever It Takes, and thinking about how there is a cost to following Jesus and doing whatever it takes, and how whatever that cost is, that price is actually right. But the choice is, are we willing to pay it? And you know, this has been a stumbling block for so many people throughout their lives. I see it over and over again. You know, women who they hear God's call in their lives and they know exactly what they want to do and what God has called them to do. They've got confirmations, they've got things in the mail, they've heard people tell them at the altar, this is what you need to do. And they take off with joy and enthusiasm and they're so excited because they are going to follow God's call in their life. And then they find out that it's going to cost them something. There's an investment that they have to make. And that's when they start to make the choice and determine, is the price right? Is the price worth it? Am I really going to do this? Or am I just going to say, you know what? I guess I don't want to do it. And whenever I hear this story, I always think of the story that Jesus told of the rich young ruler, where he came to Jesus and he was all excited. What can I do to have eternal life? And Jesus gave him a cost. And he walked away sad because the cost was higher than he wanted to pay. And yet sometimes we think about this and we say, well, you know, Des, give the guy a break. I mean, Jesus asked him to sell all of his possessions and follow him. And yet the truth is, that is the same thing that Jesus asked of the 12 disciples. I mean, he didn't change the rules. They were given the same choice to leave everything behind, to leave their nets where they were, and follow me. And yet they determined that the price was worth it. The price was right. And they were going to do whatever it takes to follow Jesus. And you know, over and over in our own lives, the question that we have to answer is the price right? Is the price worth it? Following God and the investment that we have to make, are we going to be willing to pay the price, to put in the time, to put in the effort to make the sacrifice? Or are we going to follow the example of the rich young ruler and walk away sad? Today, I want to encourage you that whatever investment God is asking you to make to be able to follow your God-given calling, to walk in your purpose for your life, I want to encourage you to follow the example of the disciples and say, you know what? Whatever the price, it is right. And I am going to do whatever it takes to follow Jesus, whatever the investment.